Should be live right about now. Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Lunchtime for Franco, so not nap time. Very interesting. So yeah, hope everything's good for everyone. For me, I'm exhausted, so I guess you could say it's normal. Also, this thing has been running since the last stream, basically. So it is 20.9 degrees Celsius. I think just putting my hands around it will affect the temperature. Oh, look, it's affecting the humidity. Pretty cool. I never had one of these things running all the time, so yeah, now there we go. We have temperature. So, what do we do today? That is a good question. We should probably work on some PCBWay videos. I don't know how I feel about this one, because it is kind of frustrating that the LEDs are so dim. That's not too bad, actually. Is it just like probably the greens are dim? I don't remember now what we did, but they just weren't bright enough. So not that. Maybe it's time to do my big LED project. Kind of sucks though, because I don't have a lot of filming space. I might have to film on this camera, which would mean that I can't do it on stream. So that's something. We can work on the LED video, but it's a bit early. Oh yeah, that was my plan too. So I don't know how much I can say, how much is privy information, but essentially I have to try to do 2 PCBWay videos for November. And I also have an idea. I think the plan is for November is to work on that basic LED video, and when it's done or nearly done, shop it around to sponsors, because yeah, reasons which I don't really want to go into, or I don't know if I can go into. So the idea is we make a video that we're fairly sure is going to perform well over time, and then see if we can sell an integrated ad spot into it. When I did the video on this thing, which I do think is a pretty cool piece of work. Morning, Mr. Ireland. Morning, Franco. PCBWay was not super happy because it turns out Elecro is a competitor to PCBWay. I guess if I looked hard enough, I could have probably figured that out, but yeah, they're a direct competitor, so PCBWay was not super pleased. Just setting up my workspace here. So that was not great. Lunch eaten and meds taken, that's good. Morning, Lockwatcher. So yeah, I just have to be a little careful about what products I accept, JLC PCB? No. So the point is, I cannot work with PCBWay competitors, not look for more of them. No, I have to make 2 videos for November. I have to make 2 videos before the 25th of November, but that is getting difficult. So, how do I do this without sounding like a first world problem? Okay, the college called me. They want me to teach plumbers math. And I'm like, that's fine. I'll do it. Whatever you need. They also called me and they want me to teach high school teachers how to teach automotive repair to high school students. Okay, so that one is all online. And then they call me back and they say, well, because of lack of inscriptions, it would be paid ITT. Because of lack of inscriptions, we don't need you as a teacher. We just need you to correct their homework and their exams. I was like, that's fine. I'm like, what? How much are you paying me? How many hours per week? And they said, we don't know. I'm new here. That's what the lady said. She says, I'm new here and everyone's on vacation. We'll have to call you back, next week. So next week was last week. And I have no idea what's going on with that. The plumbing course I started this week, but because it's a new course I haven't taught, I have to start my materials from scratch. So on Monday, I spent 8 hours preparing some lessons, and I only made it through 1 session. So yeah, it's going to be tough because I'm teaching plumbing until I think the 20th of December. Let me check. December, 23rd, just before Christmas. So I've got a lot of sessions to plan out. I have to make 3 or 4 tests. I have to write a final exam. I have to correct all their works. It's going to be a strain, but it's not like I had the option to say no. They're offering to pay me. They're paying me. So, I can't say no. So that being said, yeah. I don't know what the other teaching is going to encompass. So I'm just waiting to find out on that. But yeah, I need to make 2 videos. So one is probably going to be the giant LED video. But that means we need a PCBWay video for November, another one. But it can't be one of these. The reason is this video, the I2C video, went really well. This one, the temperature sensor video, it did crap. You can check the stats yourself. It's probably sitting at 500 views. So nobody cares. And that's bad. Okay, apparently I got looked up on LinkedIn. That's very good. Yeah, it did shit. So it's fine. I expect this video to do well over time. But until then, nope. So if we can think of another novel tool, maybe we can make a video on another one of these, but until then, this is shelved. Simply because I don't want to risk being cut from the roster. So I can do that ITT, but they really would prefer if I make my own projects, which I kind of understand. The problem is, it's a lot. Like you guys follow me. ESP cameras always seem to do well. True. Good point. Sorry, what was I thinking of? You know what, Curtis? I think you're onto something. I think you're onto something. And here's why. I bought very, very recently one of these. One of these. So if you don't know, this is a power supply based on 18650s, and it receives a charge. Like you can almost input it anything to charge. Yeah, so this and an ESP32 camera and some sort of PCB, maybe for a flash function. Okay. Curtis, you're the man. You're absolutely the superstar. Okay. So here's what we'll do. So this is all. Also, I'm almost done editing the NAS video. Did I build the NAS on camera with you guys? I don't remember. ITT, it doesn't seem like they care. From what I'm noticing, it seems like they care more about view count. I can't go into detail how I know. Yeah, okay, it wasn't just me, right? You did say it's open. Or yeah, it's open. So I was like Curtis has got, maybe there's something I don't know. I'm not understanding here. Happens to the best of us. You're still a genius. I don't care. Okay. So yeah, what was I saying? We're gonna make a video on this. So we're making a video on this, and then we're gonna design a PCB around it, around this and the ESP32 cam. So let's go look at the details of this. The meter is frustrating, yeah. I can send you a meter if that's what you want. I have a shit ton of meters here. But if you reach out to Kaiweets, they'll probably send you one. They're pretty good for that shit. Do you want the my contact at Kaiweets' contact info? I don't know if they're still if it's still the same person. Okay, let me log into my AliExpress. Copy this. Paste this. There you go. Well, yeah, you could feel awkward, but you think they care? They just want to get their product seen. Okay, so 5 volt. This is the one I got. And I got only the PCB version because I have the 18650 holders. Interesting, this guy is shilling a YouTube channel. Oh, this is, I can't highlight this as a photo. Okay, green light on when full. Type-C interface through large current. Yeah, thanks. The general meters are not good at testing capacitors, whatever the brand or the price. True. LCR is better. But you can still get a good idea. If UPS wants to save energy consumption, weld down the output indicator after all tests are completed, which can reduce current consumption of more than 10 milliamps without affecting. Okay. The board power supply should not be higher than 5 volts. I don't know what solar panel I got. 10D batteries. Jesus. Okay, so we're not getting much info here. So I guess we have to do our own info. Okay. So let's hook up some cells. Yeah, let's. Sorta. It's more analog than that, ITT. Like, it won't tell you the ESR, no. That's for sure. Flashbang. Batteries. And I've got the exact holders that I need. That's good. Okay, so first things first, let's get a cell and we'll put it in here and we'll see if it does charge discharge. Actually, I need to step away for one moment. So I'm just going to put the coffee sign, but really, you stupid camera. There we go. I will be right back. Hang on a second. I know I just got you guys hooked, but one moment. Okay, I'm back. Da, 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 da. ITT, I noticed you're a nervous Nancy a lot, huh? You kind of you gotta chill a little bit. Not everything is life and death. You know what I mean? Chili bean. Like yesterday in Bit Looney stream, they're like stressing people out about heating. There are installation manuals for those things, you know? Okay, so let's do a little bit of soldering first thing in the morning. I said it with a British twinge for my British viewers. It was cool seeing you out in the wild, though, ITT, in Bit Looney stream. I've seen Franco in someone's stream too. I don't remember who. Probably Sion's. Is that possible? Unexpected Maker. You don't know him. Who did I see? Who did I see you in a stream with? You were definitely in someone's stream. Maybe it was Dave Jones? Mark the positives always. Okay, so we're just gonna solder one because we're just testing. And we got the 5 volts in. We're probably going to put some flying leads on here. I don't really trust a clip connection. So let me get out a piece of wire. Ugh. I'm not going to use my slippery Teflon wire. Oh, another thing that's weighing me down. Yeah, so I've got to do probably like 90 hours of work for the college, plus all the hours of work for YouTube. And then I need to do, it's tire season, so I need to do my work on cars. And then I also have to sell my old Volvo. And that's a royal pain in the ass because people waste your time, come by and they're like, you know, I know we agreed on price X, but you know, there's this wrong with it, this wrong with it. I'd be like, buddy, I already disclosed all that stuff. You knew that before you came here. You know, kind of annoying to deal with people. And if I trade it into a dealership, they're going to give me like $100 for it. So that's a no. I could probably get realistically $1,500, which would be incredibly useful right now. It'd be very useful indeed. So needless to say, I've got a lot to do. At least I don't have to close the pool this year. Pool has been closed permanently. Never again am I ever buying a house with a pool without budgeting for getting rid of it right when we move in. So essentially, if someone wants to sell me a house with a pool, the maximum they're gonna get is their asking price minus the cost to bury the pool. Solve the problem you had in the first place at in BitLooney stream. Let's see. What does everyone do? A bad Cockney accent trying to do? The English accent, there's at least 400 accents in English. Because people that aren't serious actors aren't taking accents seriously. So they just take the funny ones that they know. Oi, mate. Oh, you can't park here. Like that. You can't park here, mate. And then you drop in the see you next Tuesday. ITT, you never know. I could win the lottery. I don't play the lottery. Doesn't mean I can't win it. Doesn't mean I can't dream, okay? Leave me alone. Yeah, are you saying the British have had no business in South Africa? Is that what you're saying? I got you there, huh? I know it was mostly the Dutch, but that's just mostly. What's funny is I was having a conversation with an American last year or the year before. Time is a construct, and they didn't realize that there's white people in Africa. It's like, yeah, how do you think they got there, buddy? They certainly weren't invited. We did, yeah. Yeah, you can kind of point to the map anywhere and land on somewhere that the British did bad stuff in. The history of Canada is fraught in British travesty. Also, which is now Canadian travesty. Also, the French weren't much better. The real travesty is when I was a youngin' in school. They taught us that... Should I just put this other one in? You know what? Yes, I will put it in. When I was a youngin' in school, they taught us that have you ever been repair ultrasonic generator? No. No idea what an ultrasonic generator even is. Anyways, when I was a youngin' in school, they taught us that that the native population here in Canada, when the settlers first came over, loved the French so much. This is literally what they said, what they were teaching us in school, that they had babies with the French, and it made a new sort of like sub-race of people called the Métis. The thing that they don't understand the thing they don't explain to kids is that a lot of the natives had children with the French without their consent. That would just be too wicked to teach kids, huh? Mm-hmm. I mean, the problem is there's no... You can make amends, but you can't really undo the past. That's just the deal, my dear. But don't forget, I'm kind of old. I'm closing in on 40. So it could be different now. I don't teach history at a high school level. I do teach plumbers, though. In school, you learned that at least 90% of the truth, including the bad part. Well, it depends. Really depends on your definition of the bad part. Ugh. Come on. It also depends who's empowered to make those decisions too. Like who is writing the curriculum, who is approving the curriculum. we had a power struggle in this country with the FLQ, which, depending on where you sit... Oh, look, it's a freaking ladybug. Got to get rid of a ladybug. I hate the freaking smell they make. So yeah, it depends on whose perspective, because like depending on where you've learned about the FLQ, they're either a terrorist force or a liberation force. I will be right back. Get rid of this guy. All right, I'm back. It's not a very good solder joint. How's it going, Gerald? All right, Lock Watcher. Appreciate your patronage. So yeah, the who's the good guy and who's the bad guy in history often depends on who wrote it. I mean, that depends on, again, who's writing the curriculum. You can't really say that the US X because each state controls their curriculum. Judging by some states' education levels, I don't think it really matters what the curriculum says. It's all I'm saying is it's more complicated than that. It's just complicated. Why did you have to go and make things so complicated? That was a Canadian poet that wrote that. When you try to act like someone else, got to be frustrated, and that life's like this. It's a famous Canadian poet that wrote that. If you guys can figure out who it is, 2 points. There was a person of enough importance in your neighborhood. The military was called in to protect them. Lockwatcher got it. Who was being called to protect? That's interesting. I think this base got a little hot. I'm gonna have to redesign this at some point. I mean, the U.S. is a country of 340 million people, so you kind of got to take it with a grain of salt. Okay, let's just make sure that this doesn't immediately blow up. But yeah, I would hazard to say most people have patriotism. Not just Americans. Okay. Good, we've got blinking lights. That's good. Now, let's talk the good parts in the, yeah, there we go. See, Lockwatcher, educated in the north. Really? I don't know if you're messing with me, Gerald. I can easily be messed with, especially in the morning. Ooh, why is this so thin? I apparently made some thinner test wires. Just looking for something to hook up my connectors with. What do I want? I guess I want to put a multimeter. So it would need a banana end, and it would go to some croc clips. So banana one end, croc clips on the other. Not exactly finding what I'm looking for. I'd have to craft what I'm looking for. Banana, banana. I don't know if you're quoting a song, Gerald, or something. I'm not 100% I'm not 100% following what's going on here. It might be too early for me. Here's a croc clip to banana. That's what I was looking for. Go banana. Okay, so probably going to grab a Kaiweets meter because it shows up nicely on the screen. There's one a little distance away. North of the US, more civilized, you'll say. I mean in general, but then you got like the Pacific Northwest. You've got the East Coast, the West Coast. I mean, the West Coast goes far south before it gets into the lower education standards, right? I meet a pretty selective American. So in my online travels, I haven't really met an American I didn't like. Right? But if I just look at what's going on in the States, I can be pretty upset by what I see. But most of the Americans that I have met and interacted with, pretty much all of them, are upset as well. So I'm just saying, try not to paint with too broad of a brush. you know? It did happen. Okay, interesting. That is really cool and a little bit scary. So yeah, on the subject of Americans, am I buying American products right now? I am not. Do I still love my American friends? I do. They tell me that everything is batshit crazy as well. They feel it. They feel the pain too. Okay, here. Banana to croc clips. That's what we need. We have, I know the Colonel Russell guy. He was pretty freaking nuts. Okay, so let's see what happens if we power this. Okay, DC volts. So right now it's outputting essentially nothing. You'll be in the US for Christmas. Good luck, my friend. So I'm getting 5 volts here on the output when I have 5 volts on the input. Okay, so now if I just go into the VSET, you guys won't be able to see that. I'll go this way. So I have 4.5 volts, and we're still at 5 volts. I have 4 volts on the output. I don't know if you can see that. And I've got 5 volts on the, 4 volts on the input, 5 volts on the output. This is regulating pretty well. I'm going to set this over here. Try not to short the output. Oh. It's going to be more than important to not short the output when we get a lithium cell going in there. All right. So 5 volts here. Let me see if I can zoom you in. Okay, we're going to drop 3.5 volts. Try not to think of it too much. Looking forward to your first family Christmas in many years. Well, I hope you have fun. Can you bring me up a toolbox from Harbor Freight? Technically, it's buying from China, but I guess you'd be supporting the U.S. Three volts in, still have a fairly steady 5 volts out. Hang on here, I've got a notification to deal with. Okay. What's wrong, ITT? Are you on an international list? Well, okay, we're falling. So what's the limit here? Looks like 2.77. What is the current like? So far we're drawing nothing. Your social media? Yeah, you... Not only do you need to get a burner phone, but you need to use it for like a month before you go. Looks like 2.7 volts seems to be... Oh, it's trying so hard. So it needs a bit of voltage to bootstrap. Yeah, like 2.8 volts, it'll do it. So 2.8 will work. Other than that, no. Okay, let's go up to 5 volts. Let's check. I should have a box here. With lots of dust on the top. Okay, let's turn this off. Let's pop in a cell. I just want to check the cell voltage. .65. So in principle, this should charge. What sort of output current can you get? Oh, I don't know yet. We're checking. We're checking stuff. Get in there. These things are so tight. Okay, so the cell is in, and we are now getting 4.982 volts. Okay, now let's V-set. I'm gonna bring down the voltage to below what the cell has, so 2.65 volts. Turn this on. Okay, this is not, there's no current flowing right now. So we're at 3 volts, no current is flowing. Actually, I'm going to change the current max to something ridiculous because I don't want a current limit. I want it to current limit itself. Okay, so it cannot boost. Actually, we're not up to the battery voltage yet, so we don't know. Okay, so as soon as I went over the battery voltage, we are now charging. See that? 40 milliamps. And let's say I go all the way up to 5 volts. What's it going to charge at? So it's charging at 4 watts. Pretty reasonable. Let's see if this has any juice left in it. Probably not. I left it plugged in, so there's no juice. Battery's totally dead. Kind of annoying, to be honest. Okay, so it's charging the cell, which is good, but our UPS is still unphased. And if I flip it off, I need to put a scope on this to make sure that it doesn't ever drop, but I can put, so I have the min max here. So if I go off, back on, still the minimum is very low. This is good. It's charging. Hopefully I didn't ruin this battery by leaving it plugged in. These are expensive cell packs, by the way, because it's like rugged. Oh, sorry, this. Correct, no secondary battery. UT-M17. Let's go price one out, shall we? UT-M17. There we go. $122. This one's 240. $112. So it's about 115 Canadian dollars. Expensive. Yeah, of course it's official. So there's not a large market for these cameras. So I don't think it's worth a third party producing batteries for them. So we drop a couple of millivolts, but really not enough to brown out anything. So that's good. Now let's see if we have any issues if we go up in voltage. So let's say like 5.5 volts. Oh, we are climbing. 6 volts. Now we're at 5.5. So it does have issues with overvolting. More importantly, I need to check to see if the cell is going up in voltage. Because if the cell is given more than 4.2 volts, then this is no good. Yeah, it is very expensive, but it's rugged though. That's the thing. Like, this is really thick. Look, it's a 2-process molding. It's got a 1/4-20 port on the bottom, so it's structural. And it's an industrial piece of equipment. Like, that's what it is. Sadly, that's what it is. Okay, so I got 4.1 volts there. Let's crank it up to 6. .126. It does seem to be affecting the voltage. But maybe it's just because the charge is getting more. let's check something. Let's see how much that little panel gets under my lights here. But the problem is the panel is not regulated. So you would probably have to put a Zener diode at like 5¼ volts that would shunt down the extra. Like the solar panel shouldn't be much of a problem. They usually can't provide enough current to have their voltage go up to the open circuit amount. But I do want to see what we get here. So this is just under studio lights too, so not as strong as outside lights. So it's already 4.2. But if I plug it into, like, it'll drop precipitously if I touch it to the contacts. I don't want to ask Unity anything else. They sent me like thousands of dollars worth of test equipment. And in fact, they didn't want to send the thermal camera. I requested it. Unity has done more than they needed to. They went above and beyond. Okay, so check the voltage here for the solar panel voltage. So we're getting effectively 0. We're not getting enough to, there we go. If I put it right up on the light, we're getting like 1 volt. So not enough. And we're getting close to 1 volt. So yeah, not enough to charge up this battery. So this might be a bust. This panel might be a bust. Hopefully not, but I don't have the capacity to test it here. I don't have enough light coming into my workshop. But it'd be pretty sad if it's not enough power to charge a cell at least a little bit. Because yeah, I can put this out, like I can put this outside. There's no ratings or anything on it. So I could put this outside and measure how much current we're getting, I guess. Yeah, diode's fine. I mean, again, most of the times these little panels don't give you enough juice to have to worry about it. So this is it's a neat little board. I just want to know if it's hot. That's the important part right now. Not enough battery. Ugh. That's my fault though for leaving it plugged in. Gotta disconnect the battery. So I need this battery charged. Oh, you can't see. So I need this battery charged for the video I want to make. So we need to leave it charging and do other things in the meantime. DC. I probably won't get much current from it in here. We're getting 8.5 milliamps. So essentially not enough to counter the LED, the charging LED. Because they say if you disconnect the charging LED, you'll save 10 milliamps off your power budget. We put it right into the, so right into my studio lights, you get about 100 milliamps. Need to wait 20 minutes at least. Yeah, but it's been like 10. I was trying. You know. I put 2.5 watt hours in there. I forgot how many watts this thing claims to be. Let's take a look. So we gotta wait for stuff to charge. My orders. Where is the solar panel? Oh, I hate that AliExpress doesn't always show me solar. It is a 20 watt 5 volts, so there's not a chance that thing will output 20 watts even if you set it on fire. There is exactly 0 chance of that. Let's check the reviews. It's not the same panel as I have. So a Ring doorbell will get charged by it. That's fine. $5 hours, only 1%. Yeah. Yeah, people expect a little bit too much from cheap solar panels. I bought it fully knowing that it would not charge very much. Yeah. So here's the thing. Wait, why did I say 20 watts? Oh, here. It says 20 watts here. But this is better. 4 watts is about what I would expect at full sun. Current of over 5 volt, 1 amp under sufficient sunlight. I don't think so. So it says it can do 1 amp, but here is the short circuit current, 750 milliamps. Short circuit voltage, you mean open circuit voltage. Nice try. My multimeter is going to shut off. I love this horrible Photoshop job. Wow. Not very well done at all. I don't know how much I paid for it. Yeah, I paid 20 bucks. I wanted it because it's waterproof and it's 5 volts. So I figured I can make projects with it. Ooh, lithium-ion pouches. Very good. Oh, actually, I probably should stop it charging, right? Because I want to charge for the video. Let's pull a load. What can we make work at 5 volts? Oh, we can. So let's turn this off. Still have our 5 volts. But I don't have banana plug adapters for this. What should we make work? Could power a Arduino, that's for sure. I don't think I have anything with like banana plugs to accept. Be a good thing to know the output current of this thing. It's probably not very much. How many bars are we at on this? 2 bars. You think it'll turn on? It does take a little bit to turn on after you no, not enough juice. UTI 720E. I love this thing. The battery situation needs to be better. I don't even know if these batteries are in series or parallel. I do. I have a current tester. It's kind of far. I don't have enough reach. Oh, here we go. Just need one more. Don't look now, guys. I'm doing sketchy things. Should have another resistor just kicking around here somewhere. Okay. Okay, here it goes. I'm going to put it somewhere so you guys can actually see the result. Because what's the point of doing sketchy things if we don't get an answer? Is today Thursday, guys? I think I got to work tomorrow. Pretty sucky. Okay, so here goes. Don't like that this has adhesive on it. Oh no. That was bad. We are in current mode. That is bad. Jeez. Minus 1 point something volts, so that's not the positive and negative. Today is Thursday. Sucks. I gotta do, so tomorrow I gotta work, that's kind of normal. People have to work. But I'm working on large pickup trucks doing their tires, so I kinda am not excited. It will hurt my back. Almost certainly. Okay, this is way too sketchy. Don't kill the battery. $100 and something battery. This is way too sketchy even for me. What can I see in there? I just see 4 contacts, no markings. Okay. Ooh, nice and warm up there. The charging circuitry must be all up here. I'm gonna wait till we get a 3rd bar here. Okay. Let's probe this less sketchily, shall we? Or we can just keep going on the sketchy path. Whatever works. So let's see. That works. There we go. Put some DuPonts in her. She'll be right. I mean, if I kill the battery, it's at least funny, right? Okay, it was the positive negative. 3.6, so they're actually 2 cells in parallel. Which means we can devise our own battery with blackjack and hookers. Ah, screw the blackjack. That was another poet of our times. Yeah, thanks for saying it's entertainment, Curtis, but I think you're being pretty generous. Oh, this is not entertainment. Huh. I've just noticed my Unity UT8805E has a screen protector. Did I know this? Oh, I knew this. Okay, never mind. There's a little tab there. Definitely see you sending the video to Unity. No, I wouldn't. No, you don't understand. I definitely wouldn't. If I blew up this battery, I would buy a new one. And I would also cry a little because I did something so stupid. I definitely wouldn't. I would not. You idiot. Right there. 3.7 volts. But it looks like I could 3D print something like this pretty easily and use a lithium polymer battery. Just it wouldn't be as robust. But it would be nice to build one of these with a switch so I can just like switch it off and have it not drain. That would be the day. But that, look at the geometry on this. Like nothing is straight. So it'd be a little bit of a pain in the butt to model in 3D. Well, I think we're just watching paint dry at this point. Let's see. Let's see if she'll start. Also, what sucks, guys, is there's like a lot of pressure to make videos. No, bastard. It syncs to just one light when you disconnect it. They probably prefer I don't modify their product, but I'm not expecting them to ever send me anything again. The truth of the matter is that I'm a very, very small channel, and when companies send me stuff, it's more of a kindness. Like stuff like this, like these relatively inexpensive multimeters, they're a good send. They can send this shit. I can sell hundreds of these things for them. That's fine. But things like the Unity power supplies, 5.5 digit multimeter, I'm not the target audience. Like my audience isn't the target audience for that stuff. My audience is more like cheap AliExpress modules and stuff like that. You got a nice. Well, better late than pregnant. There's always that. Yeah, I know who's watching my channel, ITT. I know how many people click affiliate links. I know my demographics. I know by my comments. I know my people. And my people ain't buying $1,000 multimeters. I promise you that. I mean, if you bought a $1,000 multimeter from my video, then I thank you very much. But it's like they're sending, what's their cost on a $1,000 multimeter is going to be like, and I'm saying $1,000, it's like $500. So what's their cost on a $500 multimeter? Probably like $150, $200. So they're sending me $200 worth of stuff, and they're probably not going to recoup it. But if you send me a multimeter like this, which is actually really good value, like even the 5.5 digit multimeter is good value if you need a 5.5 digit multimeter, but like this thing is just pure good value, and you send me this shit, people will buy the, like, I don't know how many I've sold, but it's got to be a lot, like a lot. And yet I don't think Kai Wheats sent me. They sent me a soldering iron. Let's see. YouTube.com. Simpletronics. It's It's nice that I show up here now. It used to be simply electronics that showed up. Videos. So yeah, they sent 3 items. Oh, they sent a smart multimeter too, but it was pretty shit. Not that the product was shit, it's just it was not. I didn't like it. 613 videos. Generally don't know, but Unity definitely did. 100%. Keysight definitely did. 100%. Keysight sent me. Where is it? Oh, it's all over there. Keysight sent me a scope. They didn't have to. They also purchased 2. They purchased 2 ad spots from me. This is my Keysight scope. DSO X1102G. So I can tell you Unity and Keysight definitely sent me out of, almost purely out of generosity. Elegoo sent me a printer, maybe not entirely out of generosity, but they went poorly. So I didn't make a video because it was going to look bad. And now they're making way better printers now anyways. Still just one. So it depends. Okay, so I guess while this happens, I'm just gonna go get coffee. I do want to discharge this a little. Whatever, we'll deal with that after coffee. Coffee first. I'm just gonna tell my wife that I'm heading for a coffee break, so if she wants to come see me, she can. All right, be right back. Oh no, my mouse. And I'm back. This is my last creamer. I have to go buy some more. Also, Curtis, did it rain like crazy for you? Because it seems like it's going to rain like a lot for me today. And we're not super far apart. Oh boy, it's turning on. Okay. So I've got the macro lens on here. It was pretty damp. I think Vero was saying we're gonna get like 70 mils of rain. Also, don't think I didn't notice Lou's booper sticking out from underneath your workbench when you were... Oh, great, the battery's dead. Okay, that's just emissivity issues. Nothing is really getting hot. Getting like PCB is reflecting. Oh, wait, it's not charging. You idiot. There we go. So this chip down here is heating up. So that's pretty hot. I mean, it is like 44 degrees. So that is wasting a lot of the current, a lot of the power. Because I mean, if you're dissipating, like let's say, a watt in that chip. Oh, actually the shunt resistor seems to be the hottest. 50 degrees. Let me turn it off. So I don't have to ask my boss, ITT. The problem is the company that we do work for, they have secure facilities. They work with privacy stuff. They have privacy stuff. So I had to get a security clearance to get in, and so I don't think we can film in there, especially because when you go through the security, there are signs saying no photography everywhere. So I think the answer is no. My boss would not give a shit, to be honest. And 50C is expected. Well, it's not that I'm surprised by it. It's that if we're burning like a watt or two here, then that means that our 4-watt panel, half of the potential current is just going to is going to the charging circuitry. So it's possible that I may not be able to use that kind of panel, but I probably have to use like, let me see. I'll probably have to use like this kind of panel, but then this kind of panel. Oh, the cap is gone. I guess it fell off. Some dead bugs. This kind of panel is not as, like this will go up to 12 volts open circuit. So we just saw that if the voltage goes too high, this thing's not happy. I mean, it's not a given that it wastes a lot of power. It could have had like a boost circuit or MPPT circuit on it. Like, it's not a given. I guess the question is, will this ever give me positive? That I don't know. What we could do is just run. Can you run an ESP32 cam directly from battery? Let's see. So DroneBot's a good channel.
Today.
I'm not gonna pirate his content though. Intro. Two X speed. Might need regulated. Yeah, DroneBot's great. I like him. I don't know what he's saying here. So yeah, he's really powering off the 5 volts. So I have a power bank. Hang on a sec here. Okay, we can stop charging. I have power bank ICs. Let's see what I see. Ooh, is my shelf failing? I'm just gonna ignore it, and if it falls, it falls. Had to go up on a roof. Nice. So these are power bank ICs. What is this? Is not a power bank IC. V out, that. Oh yeah, it is a power bank IC. Has a micro USB charging circuit. So this should provide a 5 volts. This is another one, more traditional one. But I think these will shut off if you're not pulling load, unless there's a way to stop that from happening. It's just basically a DC-DC converter with charging and discharging. Oh no, here. This is I think this is the power on key. And there's the same one again. How's the NAS going? Oh, the NAS is active. The NAS is, we're about 4. So my wife hasn't started moving anything over to the NAS yet. But I'm about 4.2 terabytes in at the moment. And I still got a lot of stuff I could transfer. Why did I buy so many of these? I've got that. Okay, this is a different one. Okay, sorry. Okay, so I've got like 2 of these, 3 of these, 4, 5. I've got 5 of them. Okay, so this will be a good video. I'm just thinking of what I want for an ESP32 cam setup. So, oh yeah, in case you didn't know, my thought is I'm going to make a PIR sensor-based ESP32 wildlife camera, essentially. But this is a good video, and by good video I mean I'm going to get like 300 views on it because nobody cares. Then this could be a video, this could be a video, you know what I mean. The NAS video I'm going to put on my second channel because I don't think it's pure electronics enough. So yeah, plus it'd be nice to have another monetization avenue. So it's going to go on the secondary, this one, this channel. I'm surprised it got like 72 views. It could be a gaming channel. If I'm not mistaken, I've got more videos that I haven't released. Hang on, let me check. Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. What? I'm so confused. Hold on, let me switch. Doing this on my phone. Content. Visibility. Listed in private. Oh, no, I don't have anything left. No, it's all live. So that's good. Yeah, thanks, ITT, I agree. I don't have time. And like, look, I try to make a video and I keep getting stun locked on doing other shit. Like, right, I can't. Yeah, anyways, I don't want to complain. Another thing I want to do is I want to make a GoPro mount for this. So something that goes around here and has a GoPro mount, like a little arm, because this thing doesn't take video. Ah, gotcha. So yeah, this thing doesn't take video. I don't think so. UTI 720E. Hold on. Let's double check. UTI 720E. This is a promo video, so this is fine. XP. This is on 2x speed, by the way. Okay. It's not a car channel, it's a video gaming channel. Okay. Yeah. On-screen analyzer. Okay. Auto ratio, yep. Wi-Fi connection. Okay, well, can I live view then? So I'll just screen record. Okay, I didn't realize there was a app. Let's check. Play Store. Search Uni-T. Okay. The problem is there's like 8. Okay. Oh, just install. Let me see. Lock that into Disney's Magical Kingdom. Watch that show all the time. Ah, gotcha. I used to watch a fishing show when I was a kid with Bob Izumi. I don't know if that makes any sense to anyone. Open. Allow. Please insert your camera. Okay, it's not the correct app. Okay. Uninstall. This is complicated. Unity Smart Measure. How about Thermal Link? Let's try that one. Nice. Beat Bob Izumi in a fishing tournament. Fishing, you know what? Fishing tournaments are definitely skill-based, but not 100% skill-based. Open. While using the app. Okay. Okay. So I've got an app installed in my phone. Okay, we got two bars. Let's see if I can, because I've been slacking on making this video because I can't capture video. And so I wanted to make a GoPro mount to mount on the back. But now, if I can just screen record my phone, that works perfectly fine. Okay, Unity. Need to go into the menus. Set. Palette, measure, isotherm, settings. Camera mode. Oh, as a time lapse, good. QR code. I don't know what that does. Wi-Fi hotspot on. Okay. Password. Oh, this is a complicated password. Connect. Connected, no internet. That's okay. It's not working. Oh, it saw it on the screen. Disconnect. Please check Wi-Fi status is okay. It says connected. It's not working. No, you can't go on the internet. So it saw that I have it. Is the battery just too low? Okay, I'm gonna shut down the app again. Back to settings. God, it's just always, why is it always so clunky? Shut off the Wi-Fi. Okay, turn it on. It's on. Okay, it's connected now. Unity Thermal Link app. Okay, so it sees is not working. Gonna put a load of laundry on? Oh, yeah. I don't do laundry when it's daytime because we have time of use electricity. It's just not working. Single shot or time lapse. Yeah, there's no units, distance, parameter. It's never going to be 25 in here. Don't know what these QR codes do. Don't know what that means. Okay, maybe I'll just have to turn this off. Shut down the app. Still clicking in there. Turn it back on. Is there another app in the App Store? Well, there's like 8, but INV 2.0, UT 330 THC, Thermal Explorer. What does that do? UTXM series product. Nope. Thermal Link. About this app. Okay, so that's on. Let's go and make sure. Okay, thermal app is not on. Gonna set settings, Wi-Fi hotspot on. That's on. Connect to it. I told it not to use my mobile data. Yeah, rain for you too, huh? Okay. Now open up Thermal Link. Ooh, I have a different logo this time. So I click Thermal. Function is not supported by the type. So I can access the photos. Here, I'm going to just hide this. I can access the photos that are in the thermal camera, but it won't let me connect to this and see it live. Function is not supported by the type. That's more than a little frustrating. Let me check their own website. It's the UTI 720E. UTI 720E Unity. Okay, this is, I think I need to try the Unitrend US. Thermal cameras. Thermal cameras. .720E, that's what it was? Yeah. Look at that freaking price tag on that. It says Wi-Fi. Documentation, user manual. Wow. Avril Lavigne on your job site. Let me check out the clearance section for unbelievable savings. What's this? Function gen? Yeah. This is nuts. $1,500 Canadian. So apparently gee, there we go. PC export software, thermal link. Got that. Download. So there's you can sideload an APK. This is like slow loading. My God, their site is slow. I want the documentation. Maybe if I get the French one as well. Oh, here we go. Just had to complain. Oh yeah, maybe I should turn back on my data. What do you think? Okay, thank you. What do we got here? Sorry. Uh-huh. They don't say what the USB modes do. Uh-huh. That's it. That's it? There's like nothing. Okay. PC software. Nope. It says nothing. I could try installing it on my old phone. Unity. Thermal link, that's what they say, right? Downloads. Thermal link. Maybe the older version of Android is better? Okay. And I'm gonna have to Wi-Fi into it. Let me... Ugh. Oh, I didn't put this back on charge. It'll be okay if I can use it on my old phone. But at the moment, I'm leaning towards, I'm gonna have to make a GoPro mount for it. Which is stupid. I don't know if I'd want like a nearly 1,000 Canadian dollar tool that can't record video. Wi-Fi hotspot. I'm just gonna make sure that my other phone forgets that network. Forget. Okay, and now this one. Better swipe away these notifications. Internet. It should read it. Here we go. Password. Connect. Could be your theme song. Yeah, I know. But that's always. So it's connected. Okay, the Unity app isn't understanding that it's connected. So let's close it out. Okay, so it's now connected. So you see it's connected. And it says function is not support by the type. But if I go photo mode, oh look, some Chinese writing. Oh, there's some Chinese, I don't know what it said, there was an error. So definitely am connected. Unity UTI 720E infrared not supported by the type. Yeah, I mean, I guess I just make my own. It's frustrating though, because you'd think your little cog. help. The app, oh, here, connection. Okay, so the app has its own like help thing. The scroll on this is not good. Jesus. Okay. It says, so the box are on infrared. It says, I don't know if you can see that, infrared mode. The model does not support this function. What does that even mean? So you can't is what I'm understanding. You didn't miss very much. Yeah, battery's working. I am I'm about to throw the throw the camera somewhere in the pooper. Okay. So I guess the next thing is to model a holder on this to hold my webcam. Here's another question. If I plug this into USB, will I be able to have live viewage from my computer? Oh, it's charging. Are you saying that I can't have it on? Oh no, there we go. I'll see if OBS sees it as a source. That would be incredible. If I can record on OBS with this, that would be awesome. Okay, so it's on. I don't think OBS. Let's see. Plus video capture device. Unity. No. It doesn't see it as that. Do you guys know it's 10:30 and we've done like dick all? That's fantastic. Now is this charging while I do this? Oh, it's charging. At least there's that. It's charging. So I can take pictures, but I can't take video unless that just took a video. Let me check. Image. Fusion pip. Thermal. Oh wait, this is where you go. Oh wait, those are QR codes. Could do video. Yeah, I don't know if that's no, it's a JPEG. So definitely not. I don't know. I really don't know who I took a photo of, but I think they were splashed with water. Probably in the rain. Here's my coffee before a stir, after a stir. Here it is again. Okay, well, let's just say I don't really feel like making videos anymore. So let's try to build a GoPro mount for this thing. So I don't think it needs to be exact, but it should probably be close to the same geometry as this. And like I can hold it down here, that's not a problem. So as long as it's like a centimeter tall, build it in 2 pieces and then screw it together. And then I don't know if I want the GoPro or a phone here, but something. You've still got some IR photos of your cat. There we go. Okay, so how do you figure out the radius of a circle? Here, let's ask ChatGPT. Okay, ChatGPT. If I want to design a part that installs over a radius corner using only oh, yeah, 2 times pi times r, is that what it is? Using only a pair of vernier calipers, I figure out the corner radius. Yeah, I could go for some pi. I want pi. Chord, straight line distance across the curved section, and height, the distance from the midpoint. Okay. 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 So Wolfram Alpha? Wolfram Alpha. Um, I don't know. Is there a calculated, complicated math formula thing? Okay. Here, you can do the math for me. Using the chord and height equation, I have a... Okay, hang on. Let's measure. Let's measure this bitch. Some sort of measuring device. Do you guys watch? Oh my God, what is his name? Big electronics creator, not as big as Big Clive. he was also doing the top-down hands type videos. Anyways, he would say measure instead of measure all the time. Do you know what I'm talking about? So 38.3. No, not MSI. He was in the Navy or something. 38.3, 22.4. 38.3. Thirty-eight point three, 22.4. 38.3, 22.4. 30. 38.3 and 22.4. I think that's what it is. I have a height of 22.4 and a chord of radius is half of that. Well, I can't fix the microscope. I don't have enough subscribers. So I'm messing with the thermal camera. Uh, 38.3. However, this is a semi-circle that I am measuring, not the corner radius. It's like a cylindrical shape. I think you're right. I think I just need to do, but it's not, okay, but the thing is, it's not a cylinder. I measured an ellipse. I did. I'm just a mechanic. Okay, so I'm gonna open FreeCAD. FreeCAD. I did measure an ellipse. Oh my God. Oh, what are you doing? No, please no. Open the old FreeCAD. 1. Okay, I don't. Yeah, sorry about that. New. Okay. Okay. Let's do this again, shall we? Okay. New. I have an ellipse that I can measure half of. No. Okay. I think I understand. I think I understand. I think I get it. Okay, so this, and then create a part, right? Then the part, you create a body, right? Yes. Okay, so the part we're going to rename rename. Rear half. And this body is also going to be called rear half. We're going to make a sketch on the XY plane. Can I get brownies? Okay, I'm going to be really serious here. I would love if I got a snack sponsor. That would be incredible. Okay, this is not an ellipse. That's a circle. That's an arc. That's a slot. Ellipse by center. I am going to say something you guys are not going to like, and I'm very sorry. I don't like Girl Scout cookies. They're very plain. Okay, so the long axis is 22.4. 22.4 right. I don't know why this is 180 degrees. Why do I have two? I don't know. Okay. Okay, and enter. Oh, okay, here we go. Here we go. And then we got 38.3 divided by 2. Did that work? Oh my God. I am a FreeCAD mastermind. I don't know what dimension is missing. There. I don't know. I don't know what dimension is missing to make it not. Can I take this and move it? No. No. Oh, rotation is missing. Okay. Fully constrained. No, because that's the. No, because I measured the halfway point. I didn't measure all the way through. I didn't measure. Oh, what's the guy's name? It's something electronics. Is it Learn Electronics? What's his name? What's his name? He used to make a shit ton of videos. There was a creator on YouTube, which might still be there. I just haven't seen his videos in a long time. He made top down, hands only kind of electronics videos. I think his name was Paul. He had a disclaimer in his video descriptions saying he had heart conditions. Do you know what channel was called? I think it's just his accent. Like I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I think his name was Paul. Yeah, buy them to support the organization. It's literally Learn Electronics. That's what it is. I'm pretty sure it's Learn Electronics.
Hi, welcome to Learn Electronics. I'm Paul.
Yes, sir. That's what it was. Okay, so yeah, this guy, is he still making videos? Oh no, a year ago. Yeah, so I'm just, I just mentioned Major because it made me think of him. He has good videos.
Hey, what's happening, guys? Today I've got a really quick classic certification. Now I call this the simplest touch switch that you can make. It only uses 3 components. And as you can see, you touch it, turns on, and you can also turn it off. So how does it work? Well,
Yeah. See, this,
takes advantage
he had to put
of
this
of the MOSFET. So in this case, we're using the IRF
because people
44.
are saying his hands are fat or whatever. I have a dry erase board beside my workbench, which is just has been the same shit on it for like years. Yeah, so anyways, this guy has a good channel. Look at that, 176K subscribers. Where is he? I hope he's okay. Does he have a second channel? He has a Instagram. Oh my God, he has 1,000 videos more than me. Here, give me a second. Yeah. Let me just, I'm just going to shoot him an email real quick just to make sure he's all right. Although it probably won't get to him because my email is going to get sent to the spam anyways. Switch accounts to this account. Compose an email to... how long since his last video? July 2024. Sent an email. No, I'm not going to say hi from you guys. He doesn't know you guys. Doesn't know me either, mind you. Okay. So that's been done. It's all been done. Hoo hoo hoo. Now we need to duplicate. All right, Gerald. Now we need to offset geometry, right? Right? What's this? There was a way to create an offset geometry. Offset geometry. No valid geometries. Okay. Fine. Be like that. Okay, so 22.4 plus 1, that's 23. 23.4. 20. Are you serious? $23.4, 180, and then 19.15, so 20.15. And then okay, so this fuck off. This to this. Where's the other point? This to this. Okay. Up. This to this is, I don't know. Okay, but not 20. 19.15. Okay, and then so that's 2 millimeters. This I want 2 millimeters. 4. Okay, so that should be, yeah, true. That should be it. And now we want to divide it in half. We'll take a line there, there, and then we'll trim. Trim edge. Close. Okay, take that sketch and pad it up. Yeah, 10 millimeters. Good. We've got a start of something great. Okay. So then if I grab this surface and I start a sketch, I might be able to print this today as well. Bring in the external geometry there and there. And then as a square, no, rectangle, it's good. Might need to put a point here. You know what? I should make my rectangle and I'll do it myself. Okay, so we want 2 millimeters up plus another, let's say, I don't know, 7. So 2 millimeters wide, 7 millimeters up. More. We'll go 8 millimeters up. Okay, and then we want to create a point. Just create a point here, and we'll make it. Oh, let's add this geometry too. Okay, we want the point to be coincident with this point. So I guess we didn't need to put a point there. Let's try that again. Don't need this point. Okay. So we're going to take external geometry right there. We are going to make this point coincident with this point. And that's fully done. That's good. Then we're going to grab this thing. Grab this. And we're going to, there's a mirror somewhere. Construction. Oh. Okay, symmetry with this. There we go. That should be fully constrained. Oh, 2 depth. Okay, hold on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so this. Wait, why is it here? Oh no, we're just looking in 3D. Okay, we're okay. Okay, so this. Here, let's put a coincident constraint, this to this. And now that should be fully constrained, right? I think so. Okay, make a pad. Reversed. Yes. Yes. We are doing it. If you cuss at it, the software will listen. Maybe not. Maybe so. Yes. Okay. Let's grab this. Let's put the, you know, I find they should shade this a little bit because I'm having trouble finding myself in 3D space sometimes. Yes, let's do that. Then we'll toggle construction line. We're gonna construction line there. Construction line there. And now we need a circle. Circle by center. Right there. Is that proper? Nope. Okay. You know what? I need to stop worrying about this. Let's go 3.3 mil. Take this and you make it coincident. Up, up, nope. So select the coincident tool, there to there, and then there to there. Yes. Yes. Okay. Great. Grab this guy. Make it symmetric to this axis. Done. Now it's... Okay. There was something... There's something you can do that's not a default. I think I remember that. So this symmetric creates symmetry constraints. Yeah, that's the problem. There. Now it's symmetrical, fully constrained. Close. Money in your gas meter. How does that work? Create a hole. Oh, that's way too big. Cancel. Grab the sketch. Pocket. Yeah, pocket. To face. Face. And then you select this face. Okay. Okay. Let us print this. Let me turn on the Voron. I want to make sure the geometry is proper before I do anything. I'm actually going to round off these corners too. Fillet. And fillet these corners too, why not? Looks like I'll need to extend out more. 7 mils wasn't enough. If I go back to this pad, the sketch, oh, coincident. Oh, there's no external geometry here. Oh, it's spinning too fast. Okay, and so coincident here to here, and here to here. Fully constrained, thank you very much. There we go, that's better. Let me pull up the Voron and give her some temp. It's my temp heater bed. 60C, it's gonna take a little bit to heat up because it's a little chilly down here. Back on your PC soon with coffee. Oh, nice. Okay, so we're working on this. We're going to fillet mignon. Yes. Yes, do it. Yes. It's good. I'm actually gonna fillet these corners too so I don't hurt myself. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna forget it. I'm gonna do a second fillet operation. Okay, that's a good fillet operation. I'm gonna do a more severe fillet operation here. Oops. Fillet. Fillet. Select. Fillet. 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 And we're going to go up. Come on. There we go. Top up your gas with 20 pounds. It's more like extortion with the gas company. Well, that's pretty crap. Let me send you over here while I export this. I'm going to select this, file, export. Oh, 3D projects. Gonna add a new folder. This will be Unity folder. Proto. There we go. I'm gonna open up Cura, because Cura takes like an hour to open up. Oh boy. So we have 1 hour to print this. I think it'll work. You have to put money in the meter. It's like a parking meter. Let me go get my stuff. 3D projects, Unity holder. There we go. Okay, let's rotate this around, make it a little bit more interesting to look at. Like so. And we will slice it. Oops, supports need to go off. Don't need support for this. Infill, speed, travel, cooling, support, no supports. Slice that ish. 14 minutes, same amount of time. Save to disk. Let's turn on. Oh, yes. Let's upload. Upload. 3D projects, Unity holder. Oh, whoops. No, documents. There it is. Preheat and print. All right. So what's your thought? Is this going to be good or going to be bad? Is this going to work or no? No, it's like a parking meter, right, Franco? Like you have to pay and then you can use it for as long as you've paid. Does it give you a warning when it's about to run out, or you just freeze? Because that seems a little inhumane if it doesn't give you a warning. Oh shit, oh shit. Get the little booger. Ah, got it. And there we go. Print away. While that happens, I need to hit the washroom real quick. So what I can do is I can switch you guys over to second camera. Be right back. I am back. I do have Prusa Slicer. I don't remember why I went to Cura. Oh, I stuck with Cura because I think it just prints better on the Voron. Well, you're right. I can give it a try. Okay, so first and foremost, 2 millimeters is not thick enough. So there's that. Also, let's turbocharge. Let's make it go faster, shall we? So what speed is it at? 100%. Let's go 150%. Should be active pretty soon. It is making a little bit more noise. Oh yeah, 5 pounds. So basically when you have a quarter left from what you usually put in, how long does it take you to go through 20 pounds of heating? So I'm assuming the gas is for heating, right? Not for the stove? Looks like the ETA is 5 minutes. And we'll see if we got our geometry properly. 20 pounds lasts just over a week. It costs Like, I could check how much we paid in heating last year, but I think it costs less to heat this house, and this house is like horribly inefficient. It's from the 70s. Look at that printer go. God, I love the Voron. I got to get my shit together. And if we can have a good year on YouTube next year, I want to get the 2.4 kit. I'm trying to find ways to get it for cheaper. But it's very expensive. 1,500, 1,600 bucks, something like that. That's the price of a pretty shit used car. Your house from the 1860s? Yeah, well, Canada barely existed in the 1860s. So it was a while. It was a while ago, that's for sure. Which one is the newer attempt? This one or the other one? I don't remember. Couple more minutes. What's the ETA? Oh, that's elapsed time, 7 minutes. Oh. Okay, what's the... How much more time we got? 4 minutes left. I'm impatient. Let's go 175%. Faster. Core of your house also from 1860s. Wow. 1880. Okay, so now with the faster speed, it says it is going to be done in 3 minutes. Time it, folks. 3 minutes. There is an energy crisis going on in Europe, isn't there? Here in Canada, the only energy crisis we're having is that certain provinces want to sell more energy, essentially. You know, it's crazy. In like 2 minutes, I will have this part in my hands, and yet it's still not saved. I haven't even saved it yet on the software that I made it. Let me just save now. File, save. There we go. Now it's saved. God, isn't 3D printing like just magic? Hopefully this will fit just fine. Also, let's check what the battery's at. Still only 1 bar. I don't think this charges very fast. Let's charge it through this way. My parents live in a house where I don't know the exact age of the house, but when we opened up the walls, there was 0 insulation, like none. But underneath the drywall, there was a newspaper from the like from 1890 to about 1900. So do I have paper US design house in Canada? We have wooden houses because Canada is pretty much one big forest. Really? I'm gonna have excuse me, I'll have to update my Prusa slicer. Something with Cura, it stopped putting the commands for heating up the Voron. So if I just hit print, it'll try to print at 0 temperature of everything. And I haven't gotten around to fixing it. I need to tune the printer as well, calibrate everything. I haven't done any of that. I've calibrated the flow rate, but I didn't know that you can have a non-integer value, so it should be calibrated better. But that's about it. Almost done. We are at 96%. Oh yeah, and I want to buy a toolbox. Oh geez, I guess we're at 100% now. I forgot about that, for organization's sake. So here's our part, fresh off the printer, and it looks like it's not a perfect fit because it's not. You can see there's a taper, but it's pretty damn good. So I'll have to make the other half here, and then it'll bolt together. And then in the back here, a conduit, pretty much. Then in the back here will be like slots, and then we'll make a little arm, and it'll hold a GoPro or something, or a phone. So if I have to make this thicker, I will. But I think I think you can agree, I almost nailed that shape. You see there's a little bit of gap there? But that'll give it something to hold on to. It's pretty strong too. For this one, it's way off because it's not the same diameter, but it'll work. It's quick and dirty, but it'll work. I'll probably make this another millimeter thicker, and then yeah, this will be like this, just below the trigger there. Might make this strap thicker and also taller, but this side will probably be this height, 10 mils. And that'll be good enough. And then it'll just stick on there tight. Bolt on with some M3 bolts. It'll be good. No, it's not prioritized to export. You've got that wrong. Energy is expensive in Canada because the infrastructure is expensive. There are 38 million of us living in an area the size of Europe. For context, I believe there are 80 million people living just in Germany. So the problem with Canada is infrastructure is incredibly expensive because stuff needs to span an incredible distance. So yeah, that's the big problem with the energy and telcos and everything in Canada is hellishly expensive. But anyways, I think this will be it for me. It'll be quickly time to eat. And pretty much I'll do some 3D design at some point so we can get this done. Might make a small video on this and then on this stuff, and then pretty much it'll be time to make a video on this, because don't forget, like this is for this, so that we can use it to make videos on these types of things. All right, I'm gonna keep thinking about the ESP 32 cam projects. If you guys have ideas, there's probably a form linked on the bottom, because we need to come up with something to do for PCBWay video. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for being here. I will probably see you guys on Saturday if I'm not too wrecked from work tomorrow, and I'll try to take Gerald's advice and not get hurt, but it's not always that simple. Have a good one, guys. Bye.